Hello there. Welcome. This is Sora Suriano from the Magic of Circle, and we have our guest expert today, Elisha MacMillan, who I am so eager to have on our call and our interview session today. So, a little bit about Elisha. Elisha has helped more than 2,000 women over the past 8 years transform their lives and sense of self through ancient dance. A certified professional business and life coach, sociologist, and magic maker, Elisha believes in the power of dance to manifest, heal, form community, and reconnect us with our inner joy. She draws heavily from her experiences of living in Guinea, Mali, and Ethiopia while studying dance. Elisha has toured starring in award-winning performances nationally and internationally during her career in African dance and grew up studying classical dance forms. In her business, Manifest Dance, Elisha helps women entrepreneurs tap into their fierce courage and wild pleasures so they can manifest the life of their dreams. She teaches the art of accessing embodied wisdom and women power through movement and dance. Elisha, welcome.
Oh, thank you so much for that lovely introduction. It's so great to see you and to be here.
Yes, and did I leave anything out that you want to just share with everyone else?
I think you covered it. I think you got it all.
Awesome. So let's dive in a little bit with some questions because I think the women in the Magic of Circle, or those who are interested in joining, are eager to know. So tell me, what do you think wild, free, and calm means to yourself?
Hmm. Wild, free, and calm. I'm going to break the words down one by one. To me, wild is about being able to create living systems that don't necessarily mirror the societal systems or linear systems that we've grown up with in school and in our lives, but being able to create living systems, ways of organizing our life so that we can express fully who we are in the moment without being contained. So that's a big part of wild for me, and also just having the confidence to say what you want, do what you want, dance when you want. Calm for me is about just sensing an inner sensation of peace. I like to imagine I have a really large river slowly moving that's part of me and carving its way powerfully but slowly, like maybe like the Amazon River. And having grown up with a lot of anxiety since the time I was a child, it takes a lot of discipline for me to experience that sensation of calm.
Hmm.
And free for me is about being able to overcome our limiting thoughts and beliefs and being able to follow our deepest desires and longings so that we can follow our passion and our dreams and just soar without fear. So part of freedom for me is being fearless.
Beautiful. And with your path of moving towards feeling wild, free, and calm, can you tell us a little bit about your life's work?
Hmm. Yes, my life's work. Do you mean the history or what I'm
What do
currently?
you do now?
All right. So currently, I work with women coaching on the phone, one on one. I lead international retreats, one of which with you is coming up.
Yay!
And I hold live African dance events. I have newly named myself a body interpreter because a lot of the work that I do with women is about clearing before they can access their power, which is what we are doing during these coaching and online trainings and things, is using movement, but also going into the library of the body and finding where stagnant energy is and going a little deeper, doing some detective work to figure out what it's about, what is the pain or the trauma or the grief that's there that needs to be heard before it can move. And it's almost like a Christmas tree set of lights where when one light goes out, sometimes the whole string doesn't work. So we
Hmm.
want to find these places in the body, and that's, I think, one of my areas of expertise. So I'm able to help women interpret what this energy is in the body and why it was there, and then shift it, acknowledge it, release it with gratitude, and move on.
Beautiful. And I know a lot of the work that you do, both, I know you do work on the phone and through Skype, but a lot of the work you do is actually in person, in circle, but it might look slightly different. Can you tell me a little bit about the miracles that have occurred while you have seen women come together in community?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, I do have a 1 year program where we come in circle once a month with live drummers and we're dancing, but we're opening and closing our circle by checking in with each other and holding that space of sisterhood and support and vulnerability and transparency. And some of the miracles I've seen are certainly the lifelong friendships that have just come together between people who may never have met each other otherwise. They're drawn together by this one thread they share, and yet you see these instant bonds of soul sisters just blossoming. So that's certainly one of the miracles of Circle that I've seen happen over and over again. Another one is actually the ability to heal and to heal
Hmm.
each other. I had one woman who she dislocated both her hips at birth, while giving birth, and she's had chronic hip problems for 15 years since then. And one day she came to Circle and she could barely walk. One of her legs was fully numb. She literally had to carry this leg to get in, but she wanted to support the other women and she wanted to receive the medicine of the drumming and the dancing that was happening. So she came in and the women were helping her and supporting her, and the women thought it would be a good idea if she tried to dance. And so she had women kind of propping her up and she was beginning to bring movement into the body, and it was unbelievable. After 3 hours and the support and the music and the movement, she was completely healed. She was walking fine. This was a year ago and she hasn't had any hip problems since.
Wow.
She was just sobbing because she said, I've never experienced a pain-free body like I've been able
Yeah.
to since that one day. And so I do believe that the gifts and the unique abilities and the powers, the healing powers that we have and the magic that we have, when we come together, just magnifies and amplifies, and miracles certainly happen.
Wow. And for you, as one who's holding space and facilitates these circles, what drew you to creating circles to begin with, and what would you share as advice for women who feel a deep calling to begin circles themselves?
Hmm. I think I was drawn to start circles because I grew up in a matriarchal household with my mom and my grandmother and my aunt, and I just love being around women. And I experienced my first women's circle, and I thought, okay, sold. This is going to be a part of my life for sure. And it just organically happened. I started leading dance workshops and events when I started my business just about 8 years ago. And it didn't feel right to just launch into dance. It felt like we needed to
Hmm.
sit and check in with each other and kind of create a safe space and an open energy where we could really go to the next level together. So that was my introduction, and I've always used Circle no matter what event or retreat I'm doing. It's always a part of it. My advice would be just do it. You have so many more skills and talents and abilities than you know, and all of your life experience with your friends and your families, perhaps little cousins or children, all of that is coming into your your style as a facilitator. And if you just take the risk and do that first meetup or that first circle, um, you will have the opportunity to see your gifts. They will be revealed to you because you've put yourself on the spot, and now it's open to flow. You've created the opportunity, and as long as you do your grounding and your connection before you lead your event, things will just flow through. And chances are you've done all kinds of stuff in other lives. This is probably not the first time you're holding Sacred Circle. So it's also a remembering of these ancient practices and ceremonies that all of our ancestors did. We all have it in our DNA for sure.
Beautiful. And so my tribe is also so eager to start live events, whether that's a workshop or a conference or an event of a circle or retreats. And knowing that you have knowledge around that, can you discuss a little bit about the magic that happens when people get together in person?
Mm-hmm. Yes, certainly the synchronicities that unfold are magnificent. I was at a women's gathering, an event last night, and it was just one woman expressed a need for something, and another woman had randomly, brought this crystal necklace that she felt to give away, and it was just one thing after another. So I believe that when we come together in person, energetically we're actually coming into each other's fields physically. So there's a deeper, I don't want to say deeper, but there is a deep connection that happens that's different, not better maybe, but different when you're live in person. And again, the physical healing and the physical transformation that occurs when we come together in person and we can actually touch each other. Sister, do you need a massage? Sister, do you need a hug? We crave that touch and that presence. As women, part of my degree in sociology and anthropology was really studying the evolution of communities. And as women, we commune. We have evolved for hundreds of thousands of years spending time together in circle, quilting, gathering berries, whatever we were doing, we were together. And so when we come together in person and we do that, again, I believe there's a remembering that happens where things are activated in our DNA and from past lives where unique gifts and talents and abilities that may be lying dormant are activated because we've experienced another woman who has awakened that in her. And it just, by symbiosis, awakens it in us as well.
I completely agree, and I have seen that magic occur. So thank you for acknowledging that part and sharing that with us. Um, when it comes to being an entrepreneur, a lot of the women are ready to step up, really become leaders in their own right, travel the world, provide the workshops, do all of those things. Any one or two tidbits for those women entrepreneurs about providing a service but feeling really abundant at the same time?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, you have to be fierce. You need to have a philosophy, a belief system that supports you. Because if you don't believe that the universe is supporting you or your friends and family, whoever it is, whatever it is that you believe in, maybe it's the power of your own spirit, soul. But hard times are going to come. And that's part of the beauty of the growth of having your own business. I know people say having children is, one of the biggest life journeys and you learn so much and you grow so much. Well, guess what? Your business is a child. So it's like having a child, and it's not going to be easy the whole way and smooth sailing. But that's part of the beauty of it. It's all the learning and the going deep into yourself and deep into the communication with your guides, with the divine feminine goddesses, whoever you're working with or whoever you believe in. It causes you to go deep into your philosophy, whatever it is you believe in, God, creator, and because you need that system of support. And it's so beautiful to then move forward with this fierce trust and just watch how miracle after miracle just unfolds. So my message isn't necessarily with rose tinted glasses because I've had my fair share of rough goes in this business. And I wouldn't trade any of these challenges for the world because it has grown me the way children teach their parents. This business has grown me. And now it has a life and an energy of its own. And I'm just trying to continue to evolve my skills and my abilities and my ability to organize and have these living systems that work for me that also work for the business so that I can just support it because the mission is there, the why is there, and now it has, like a child, an energy of its own and its own agenda. So you're up for a great adventure. And it's all good. It's not all fun, but it's all good. And it is a lot of fun.
Yes, it is a lot of fun. Amazing. And so, Elisha, if there were women who wanted to connect with you and find out more about you and dance, sensuality, being connected with your body, how would they do so?
You can find me at manifestdance.com, Manifest Dance on Facebook, Instagram. I'm not so active on Twitter, but I will be soon. I'm there. But that's part of my work right now. Yeah, that's where you'll find me.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Elisha. And again, we just had an amazing interview with Elisha MacMillan, one of the guest experts on the magic of circle, and looking forward to connecting with you on the community call. And for those of you who are not participating yet, go to www.themagicofcircle.com. Check it out. We are launching again in January with the first open circle happening in February. So looking forward to it. Enjoy your day.
Oh, I just got chills. That's awesome. Thank you, Sora.
You're welcome.